Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The band Brass Pair is playing this Saturday at the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick. Brass Pair will be playing all your favorite hits live Saturday, March 22nd from 8 to midnight, and there's no cover charge. Come have a fun night with Brass Pair performing at the Keswick Tavern this Saturday night.
Preventing tire overload on tractors translates to saving money when tires are not compacted or slipping in the field. That's today on Successful Farming.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts. Successful Farming presents the 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast. In each episode, a successful farming editor has a quick conversation with a farmer, chock full of stories and advice from their area of agriculture. They're interesting, educational, and perfect for your busy schedule. Search for 15 Minutes with a Farmer wherever you download your podcasts.
When it comes to eliminating downtime for farmers, Greg Jones, Global Field Engineering Senior Manager for Firestone Ag, says that overloading is a common issue.
Well, I don't think any farmer really goes out and says, okay, I'm going to overload my equipment and damage my tires and cost myself downtime. But the reality is most people use a piece of equipment for multiple things. Like in the fall, he may use that tractor to drawbar work, pulling a grain cart for harvest. And in that same tractor in the spring, he puts a 3-point hitch, planter, cultivator on it. But the reason I point that out is because as you make those different changes in what you're doing, it requires different air pressures because of the load of the equipment you're putting on that tractor.
Jones shares an example.
If you take a 8R John Deere and you put a 6,000-gallon sprayer tank on the front of it because you want to use that for spraying, and you have 420, 85, 30, you have tires on the front that basically are going to be run singles. The load capacity of that single tire, standard tire, is not going to be enough to account for that weight of that tank.
He says that weighing equipment will determine the proper air pressure to set to carry the desired load.
So if you weigh the axles, then you can determine, okay, the type of work you're going to be doing based on that equipment you got loaded onto it. We can determine what the proper air pressure to set to be able to carry that load. That's basically the process of ballasting the tractor.
Jones also suggests going to Firestone.com for an inflation calculator. I'm Lori Boyer. For more agriculture information, log on to agriculture.com.